I need somebody to speak to dispatch. What's going on with another bourbon? I got it. What's going on with another bourbon?
What you work?
What's going on with another bourbon? Somebody please advise dispatch. What's going on with another bourbon? That bourbon in Iberville. Bourbon in Iberville. Y'all were trying to get a rehab. That is the people that got hit by this car. Is it the fuel is clear? Start them that way.
Start EMS that way. Start some contingency units over at sister. I don't care if it's them blocks. Move them.
Wait. Disregard. Dispatch, disregard accidental.
It's okay. Oh, bourbon out. Oh, more people go.
Dispatch, disregard accidental. If we have a medical pack, bring a medical pack.
We got
Dispatch.
what a mangle. Why that vehicle? Yeah, I showed it.
Tape so we can start to control this scene, please. 5730, I just need some crime scene tape.
I'm 23. Bring the tape right now. Anyone who's not injured, get them out of the area. We're going to need like 10 EMS units out here on Bourbon. Outside agencies if we have to. Units start clearing out anyone who's not injured. Officers on shooting. All right, 9880, 9880. Let's start everybody, roll everybody. I got at least maybe 12 to 15 people hit by this vehicle. I'm in a 200 block of Bourbon.
Units for crowd control, please. At Bourbon and Canal.
880 headquarters. Bourbon Street is shut down from the 100 to at least the 500 block of Bourbon. All officers on Bourbon Street, stop! Headquarters, we need some EMS in here. Do we have them en route? Outside agency. I'm at Royal and Canal, diverting traffic off of Canal. Let's keep traffic out. 9530, we need EMS in here on the code 3.
Clear all my units that are code 1. Clear everyone, start them to that location. Spare anyone on that 30 if possible. Send all contingencies that way.
NOFD as well. Bourbon and Iberville, I have at least 6 casualties. I have an officer doing chest compressions on one. I have another white male that's got agonal breathing in the 200 block. Multiple casualties that may be going 10-7.
They saw fire. They are medically trained. Start them that way also.
Aircare RTCC, we have footage. Urban and Iberville.
All right, 988 is 800. Call 3.
860 to RTCC. Drop the footage, please. I'll be calling in a second.
2-4, it's on evidence right now.
988 is 800. Call 3. I'm en route, Joe. I'm en route. Where you working?
5730 to 8th District person crimes. How big do I need this scene in the 100 block? How big do I need this tape?
Let's take the scene. The scene is going to go all the way from Bourbon and Canal to St. Louis, all the way to St. Louis. Bourbon Street is shut down. Any club, restaurant, bar on Bourbon is completely shut down. All officers on Bourbon Street, move all patrons, all guests off of Bourbon Street. Move them to the side street. No more pedestrians on Bourbon Street. If you're not in an emergency vehicle, off of Bourbon. Off of Bourbon Street.
All right, we're working on that. I'm still getting a ton of people. I got cars coming at me now.
We need to shut down everything from Bourbon down to St. Louis, clear out the streets, and start putting out crime scene tape. 9,500 all units start clearing the streets and putting out crime scene tape from the beginning on Canal through St. Louis. All the side streets need to be cut off on Bourbon Street.
1813, where you need me to block off traffic at?
988 headquarters, ma'am. I need you to roll every available EMS unit in New Orleans to Bourbon Street, from the 100 to St. Louis. Every available EMS unit.
And NOFD.
9330. I need all available EMS units to start to the 300 block of Bourbon. Are we 10-4?
10-4, I got my unit blocked on the way. I'm turning those cars around now, right now.
9230. Every vehicle from Bourbon to Royal headed to the lake. I need them off for the street. Clear the street.
All right, I got crime scene people coming that way right now. Go ahead. 1200 to headquarters.
866 to 9880. We have footage of the vehicle.
At 530 feet from the 5th District, we got units coming to you. We just need to figure out where we need them sent to.
3610. I'm putting the horses back there, trailing me and routing me from the ball.
9420 in the headquarters, be advised, riverbound on Canal Street is shut down. 9420, be advised, we have Canal Street, lakebound from Bourbon. And Canal and Bourbon shut down. 10-4.
I don't know if they have
1200 to headquarters.
I have an injured officer.
5140. We've got two with being chest compressed right now in the 400 block, 300 block of Bourbon. Two having chest compressions right now.
So where do you need more tape at? Well, y'all clear your emergency buttons. 9500, y'all clear your emergency buttons so we can get this traffic across.
RTTC, the vehicle for the 20F is stationed at 300 contacts. At 300 contacts. That's what the vehicle is, the 20F vehicle.
1200 to headquarters.
So y'all.
I had the driver of that vehicle.
9821 Verb.
8th District unit with a unit at Canal and Bourbon. Can you give me a secondary unit blocking the actual street?
All right, blocking now and Royal.
800. Victims here. It's going to be a mass casualty event now. Let's start up a command post. We're going to put it at Bourbon and Canal. The command post will be set up at Bourbon and Canal. Notify our state partners as well as our federal partners, ma'am. There's going to be a major incident scene. We're going to have to start a command post.
RTTC to dispatch. Disregard the 300 contact is 300 Bourbon for the white F-150. Is at 300 Bourbon.
All right, whoever that is, you need to clear your block. Clear your emergency. Also, headquarters, we're going to need help for some surrounding jurisdictions as well. Send them on in. We have a large crime scene we're going to have to contain. We're going to need a casualty evac point as well. Make that Bourbon in, make that Dauphine and Bienville. Way as well, ma'am. Other district units this way.
All right, Canal is shut down in both directions. Any emergency units need to use the immediate.
I'm notifying the surrounding districts. We also get the hospitals notified. Be advised, I'm about to broadcast a code 2. I'm receiving a 34S for Bienville and Bourbon. Bienville and Bourbon, I'm receiving a 34S.
All right, 9880 per car 3. Per car 3, Bourbon Street is shut down. From the 1 to the 7. All of Bourbon Street is shut down. All of Bourbon. Let's get all visitors, guests off of Bourbon. From the 1 all the way down to St. Anne.
For us to come out. 1830 dispatch.
They're advising the 34th victim is at Bienville and Bourbon, shot in the foot.
We need to contain this crime scene. Everybody, let's start blocking this off with crime scene tape. Do not let anybody else into this crime scene other than EMS and law enforcement.
Car 3, go ahead.
Where is the 34th dispatch?
All I have is the corner of Iberville and Bourbon. I advise it's a female shot in the foot.
Looking all the way up to the Containment and Bourbon. So whatever we can do, get some people out here. The other thing is, car 3 to 800.
Is there a script of this female?
We do not have a script. We have no further information. Be advised, we have no further information. All we have, Bienville and Bourbon. There's a female at the location shot in her foot.
5721. We have that female. She's right in front of Arnold's. We got a unit with her.
9500 headquarters, 15 as well. Get them out of here. Get off. Discharge the weapon.
Dispatch. There's 26 victims.
26 victims for the casualty, the 20th.
Someone was already transported.
All right, whoever's in 23109, I need you to move your car. EMS is coming through down Bourbon.
All right, we're shutting every business on Bourbon down. Every business on Bourbon is closed immediately.
If your car is on a medium, block in Bourbon, I need you to move it.
9830, where do we need crime scene tape at? I'm coming from the station with some tape.
We need it from Canal and Bourbon to Canal and St. Anne, all the way, the whole way.
All right, 10-4.
Where do you need units at?
Everywhere on Bourbon Street from Canal to St. Anne, the whole way.
City quarters, notify RTA.
10-4.
He has a call went out. District 127. We need some more personnel.
10-4. All the other dispatchers have been advised to notify their ranks to start units towards that way.
237 to the unit with Tahoe at the neutral ground, the Canal and Bourbon. EMS needs you to move it.
Two 34 district ring. What you need is
Last unit go.
234 8 district ring. What you need is
860 to that unit head to Bourbon and Canal, and we direct you from there.
800. Everybody that's working this mass casualty event, from Royal, nothing comes onto Bourbon, past Royal or Dauphine. Clear all that out. Bourbon Street is a major crime scene. Nothing passes Dauphine, nothing passes Royal coming towards Bourbon Street.
Canal, intercept that EMS. Send them down Canal.
9500, go ahead.
Give me an EMS unit over to the 8th District Station for an officer that was struck.
819. I need any unit with an emergency medical power. Please be over Bourbon and Bienville. Bourbon and Bienville.
All right, I'm 10-4. Code 3 today district for officers that were struck by a vehicle.
GSW.
I know we got a lot going on. Do we want to stop any riverbound traffic on Canal?
I need that EMS unit to come down Canal. The bus lane is blocked. Somebody let him through.
5721. That GSW victim that we had at Urban and Bienville has been transported to UMC via private conveyance.
All right.
Anyone on scene? Do we want to stop traffic on Canal at Roosevelt Place? Stop it going riverbound?
Yeah, stand by. I was stopping because EMS trying to come in. EMS is going to be coming in with their equipment, 10-4. So 9420, that unit, just shut everything down for now and just be on the lookout for EMS bringing in some equipment, 10-4.
I'm going to divert traffic at Roosevelt and Canal and send them up and allow EMS only to come through.
10-4. And headquarters, be advised, we have lakebound on Canal Street closed, 10-4. 10-4.
500. I need an 8th district unit at the hospital.
I need somebody at the hospital to give me a record of whoever comes in there. I need to have numbers and as much information as possible. Anybody going to the hospitals, I need to have numbers. If we can relocate a unit to the hospital to help us out with that.
Hospital.
860. Any responding units, advise them to meet me at Bourbon and Canal for their assignment.
All right, units. I need this information for this officer that shot.
Yeah.
EMS has already been notified. Communication to 91 scene. What do you need?
1139 to the team to meet you.
Communication to 9500.
All right, I need some units to go down Dauphine and Royal and block off Bourbon so nobody can access the Bourbon. We got all these spare units. Somebody take an intersection.
All right, units. Your emergency buttons is going off. Can you please clear your emergency buttons if you do not have an emergency? If you have an emergency, please notify dispatch.
Emergency buttons clear. Everybody, please clear your emergency buttons. Headquarters, can you clear the emergency buttons at this time?
I'm clearing them, but they need to reset them. It keeps going off.
9230, those units. Iberville, Bienville, on back, all the way to the 900 block. When you get an intersection, call it out and let them dispatcher know what intersection you have.
9793 123.
All right.
I need another unit here. Dauphine and Iberville.
2500. Make sure everybody clears their emergency button, please. Reset your emergency button. Check it. Also, I need somebody. Who's the unit that's at the hospital? I need a unit at the hospital taking count of the victims.
1638. I'm en route to the hospital for the collection of the victims' names.
10-4. Headquarters, assign another unit up there for me. I need at least a couple units to gather this information.
1133, 1100 sending me and the other 1130 units to go help out with the victims of the UMC.
All right. 10 your unit number for me.
Take the intersections. Well, the tow truck coming to y'all at Bourbon and Canal. City tow.
All right. Communications to 9500. 9420. I'm 10-4. All units, please clear your emergency buttons unless you have an emergency. If you have an emergency, please notify dispatch.
56 is a communication. 270 monitor control. Dispatch out here.
2500 to headquarters. Raise me a bomb dog or explosive device dog.
860. I was not 10-4. Do you have someone at the hospital?
860. I'm going to check for you. Give me one more.
No 840's en route there right now.
Yeah, I know 840's en route, and we have first district, and we have first district DIU units en route to the hospital as well.
Okay, I don't need everyone at the hospital. I'm gonna need those units on the outside of the perimeter. I only need 1 or 2 units to go to the hospital at this time. I need to close down Bourbon from the outside. I need those units to take a corner, call it out to you.
I'm 6 to the units that have vehicles blocking the street at Bourbon and St. Louis. Please move your car so we can move some of this crowd with our vehicles, please.
56 of those mounted units. Come to the 500 block of Bourbon. That's what we're presently trying to clear. Got the other blocks clear so far.
All right. Units, I need you to listen. I need y'all to clear the air for one moment. I need to get in contact with 9500. Who advised that they have an officer shot at the location. I need to know the extent of the injuries.
Hey, do we have an EMS unit we can get over here by this truck? We got one patient that needs to get away from this.
Units, continue to keep the air clear until we get in contact with 9500 for this officer that shot. Communications to 9500.
Okay. I'm going to get you that information. Stand by.
9530 for 9500. Officer is being transported up to UMC.
800. Keep the air clear for a minute. Make a broadcast. All units working this mass casualty event. All units in and around that vehicle, let's get back until it is swept, just in case there's a secondary device. Let's push back off of that vehicle for right now and keep a secondary perimeter. Let's stay back. Let's clear it out. LSP, can y'all assist us with clearing that out until we get that vehicle swept?
Yeah, we'll assist you with that, Captain. We got one that needs to be transported out here with severe injuries. That's right on side the vehicle.
Yes. All right, that's good. Minimal persons on that individual with EMS. But let's clear as many people out until that vehicle is swept for any secondary devices. Clear it out as best we can. All area around that vehicle.
822 to any unit that is parked on Conti between Dolphin and Bourbon. EMS can't get through.
National
9624, man. Came here one time, one male, potential lockup, starting mile 65.
time 348.
What's with the convoy going for the officer?
Not shot.
Officer, correction, Sergeant Alermo, what's the extent of his injuries? Because Commanders is trying to also make notifications. His injuries.
Not as of yet. He's not shot, though.
All right, 10-4. We're just asking because Commanders is making notifications, and they're asking.
223.
We're at Canal and South Ramp.
9405. Carry me to UMC, mileage going up 4 times, mileage 30, and you can put me 1097.
Turn the supervisor as posted up at Canal and Bourbon at the Incident Command. We're going to open up the 100 block of Bourbon for EMS emergency vehicles only. They're going to come down from Canal and Bourbon and extract via Iberville towards Decatur. So I need this 100 block of Bourbon to allow only EMS vehicles through to escort some of these casualties out.
Lieutenant Property, 9420, Lieutenant Property. I'm 1097 at that location. We have a few supervisors out here. We're 10-4 direct.
Look at major intersection at Canal just for the EMS vehicles to get down here in the 100 block.
All right, that was Jeff EMS coming towards y'all at Canal and Bourbon.
2500.
2500.
Park at Canal and Bourbon. I need you to move.
2500. License plate Victory Lima Zebra 1575. Texas plate F-150. Store that if you didn't already get one.
10-4.
Run that for me, please, and see if you got a registration on it.
620 to 8th District rank. Are we allowing pedestrian traffic up and down Canal Street going towards Bourbon?
You just hold everything. Just hold it for now.
All right, communications to 800. What's the location of the command post units?
9420, give it 3400 on that NES for D. They'll be responsible for that, I think.
All right, 10-4. Communications to 30.
800 is incident commander. He set up command posts to be at Canal and Bourbon for right now. The only thing that we're letting in on Bourbon is EMS ambulances only to the end of the 100 block, and the evacuation point will be down Iberville towards Dolphin and out towards hospitals from there.
Are we closing out Canal and Bourbon? Because they got all kind of vehicular and foot traffic going through here.
2500. You got that license plate registration?
Yeah, 10-4. Stand by. I'm about to give you that information.
Juniors.
Cross through the sergeant for that.
9130.
All right. Communications to any units at UMC with the officer that was transported.
I'm trying to find what room they put him in. Give me a second.
All right, 10-4. Once you find out what room, can you please give Commanders a call?
Yeah, 10-4.
Give me a 21.
9130 to the unit looking for Sergeant Burnett. MS units approaching yard 12, Bourbon from Canal. 9806 is pushing crowd all the way from Bourbon and Canal to Bourbon and Toulouse. EMS needs NOPD units 23477 to move your vehicle. EMS also needs NOPD unit 23091 to move your vehicle.
9624, riding mile 67.
All right, 10-4. Your time is 3:59.
9326.
93.